Ah, Rieslin, one of my clerks was just here with a message for you. The students of Valdesian request your presence in Charlian at your earliest convenience. Indebted as I am to our friends, I had hoped that I too might be of service, but it is you alone that they require. If you have no pressing business, pray make your way to the Valdesian Annex at once. Oshikao awaits your arrival. In the meantime, I shall continue showing Ashdaya the city. From notable landmarks to the people's lives, there is still much and more for her to see. Very well for now, my friend. I look forward to the day we set forth on another adventure together. Probably not anytime soon. Should we back to one butthole? Well, mostly. He has the little wound is almost completely healed. So I said, I'll let him. I'll let it go. I'll let him get back to his normal self. But it is like almost completely healed up, so which is good. He's like, thank you, mommy. It's so much better. All right, so we gotta get to the old Charlian. Yes, here we go. Oh boy. I don't know. Maybe I should go get myself some chips. I have some vinegar and sea salt potato chips. They're pretty good if you guys like vinegar and sea salts. A warm and hearty welcome to you, Rieslin. I gather you received our message. Please wait here while I fetch Kryl and Graha. Yeah, or an entire box of wine. No kidding. I had a whole bottle of wine yesterday, though. Thank you for coming. I don't know what to do a voice for Kryl. Thank you for coming on such short notice. And forgive us for sending for you so soon after your trials in the void. And now then, we're actually the ones who require your presence, but Aaronville. He stopped by recently, you see, and asked us to reach out to you on his behalf. I imagine you're as surprised as we are, given that he was supposed to be away on a long expedition. Something must have necessitated a change in his plans. All he would tell me is that there is someone whom he wishes Rieslin to meet. He also mentioned that he would be tending to business in the studio. Shall we look for him there? I love Kryl's hair. She's got the cutest little haircut. Yeah, Kryl's my girl. She is my girl. She did put her hood down. Now then, where is Aaronville?
Aaronville!
Apologies for the wait. I hope I haven't called you away from anything important. I chanced upon some commissioned items at my destination, so I thought I might deliver them.
Where did you go, if I may ask?
The New World. Tural.
You went to Tural? Then the person who you wish to introduce...
Aye, she hails from there. I present to you...
But it seems you've lost her.
Did she wander off?
Sorry. It's just so different here. I can't help but want to explore.
Well, while you were exploring, your candidate came to us. This is her, the adventurer you crossed the seas to meet.
Ooh, you weren't exaggerating. It's plain she's no ordinary woman. I'm Uklamat, claimant to the throne of Tulihuela.
She does not have my voice. Stop it.
Tuli Yolol.
It's Tural's governing nation. The capital bears the same name.
I'll get to the point. I want you to come with me to my homeland.
Given the magnitude of the request, perhaps you should explain why you're making it?
Of course. Soon, an event of great import will be held in Tural. The Rite of Succession. Taking the form of a contest, it will determine who next ascends the throne. As daughter to its present keeper, I will participate. And I have every intention of winning. I was searching for champions to join me when Erenville told me about you. A mighty warrior who knows no fear, who sweeps aside terrible fiends as if they were reeds, who flew to the edge of existence and saved our star.
She asked who Eorzea's greatest hero was, and so I told her. Much more elegantly, I might add.
Now you know why. You'll come to Tural, yes?
Let's all just slow down. Wuklamat, was it? You claim to be of the royal family, but is it not the Mamulja who rule in Tural?
Tulihuela is a nation of many peoples. Not only the Mamulsha, as some across the seas are quick to assume. That said, its present ruler is a Mamulsha, and one blessed with two heads besides.
You're not dying. Stop it.
He's also my father. Not by blood, obviously, but he raised me as his own, and that's what matters.
So that is the way of it. My apologies if I was indelicate.
Hardly. I know
Oh my
little about your land, and nothing about your parentage. But in my eagerness, I've gotten ahead of myself. I can't expect you to agree on the spot when we've only just met. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Just know, though, that if it's adventure you seek, you could do far worse than come with me.
I don't know about that.
No, this is only a rumor. But apparently, the contest will involve the fabled city of gold and the legendary beast, Valyarmanda. Tell me that doesn't pique your interest.
No, I would not name my cat Uklavat. And I'm gonna slap you for even suggesting it. Golden City. I've heard about it before.
So the tales have reached even these shores. I can't help but feel proud.
I advise you not to put much store by these rumors. Golden cities are not but a dreamer's fancy.
Says the dreamer who was bent on finding one when he was a child. Just because you failed doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Tuliolal and the Golden City. Just like in the letter to Grandfather.
Hey, Matt Nui.
Regardless of what the contest may entail, it'll be no simple thing. If I'm to triumph, I'll need capable and dependable companions. So let's go on a hunt together. There's no better way to get acquainted.
Next time, I'm just gonna go to Ishgard and, you know, hang out with Sir Emmerich. That seems like a better vacation to me. I'm gonna go get chips. Hold on, I need something. I need something. Chance to see not only Terrell, but the fabled Golden City besides. This is the stuff of grand adventures, my friend. Which is not to say you should hastily accept this invitation, mind. There's still a great deal we do not know. So let us begin to rectify that by first getting acquainted with our visitor in the manner she suggests. I don't know, man. I'm not certain what might be a suitable location for her hunt, however. When I was at the guild earlier, I learned about a petition from researchers on the Isle of Ham. You went there not long ago and caused some unruly fauna, of course. But according to recent reports, other ordinarily docile fauna have grown savage. It's believed that they've been unsettled by some manner of predator, and so the researchers seek assistance with identifying and dispatching it. As part of your hunt, perhaps you might answer the petition? The Isle isn't far. We would also be helping those in need. That works for me. Just so you know, I've honed my skills against some of the fiercest beasts in Terrell. I'm gonna try and find a better voice for her. Of my own voice. We'll see. Whatever this creature is, it better be able to put up a proper fight, or it'll end before we have the chance to get acquainted. She doesn't have my voice, stop it! Before we can prove ourselves capable and dependable companions. My apologies, but I must see to some preparations. Pray go on ahead to the Isle. I will join you as soon as possible. The rest of you are ready. Let us head to the harbor. This being guild ship business, it should be simple enough to secure a vessel. It's pretty bad, but I love all the other characters' voices, so I just trudged through it. Stuffs are selling. Sorry, guys. These sea salt and vinegar chips are pretty good. I'm like the only one that likes them. I blame it on my Polish heritage. I'm not British. I don't have any British in me. Uh-oh. Do they? Well, it's one of the few things that they eat that's actually good. I like the jalapeno ones. Jalapeno ones are really good. So we have to take a ship? Ugh. I've barely set foot on dry land. Oh well, I suppose it's for a good cause. A hunt. Come on, let's get going. Yeah. Hold on. I want to do this as a warrior. Alright. I kind of like Lay's kettle cooked jalapeno. Those are my favorite.
From here, we must walk.
So much ice. It rivals even Yogg-Tural. Oh, a white bear! I wonder what it tastes like.
Remember, we're here to deal with creatures that have been deemed an unacceptable danger. Do not attack anything else unprovoked.
I know. So this is the isle where ether literally bursts forth.
Aye, the Isle of Ham. The geysers lie deep inland, however.
You really are knowledgeable. Kona told me nothing about this place.
I doubt your brother managed to come out this way. He's like to have toured facilities like Labyrinthos, however.
The great big cavern under the city. It's amazing that they could make a sky down there complete with a sun.
This brother of yours, he has been to Sharlayan.
He has. Kona's my second older brother, and until recently he was a student in the city. He went on and on about technological amusements. It made me want to come here too one day. And so I did. I think I understood something of how he felt when I set foot in his beloved studium.
He went to the studio. Your brother must be quite a scholar. But I wonder, like you, he'd be royalty, yes? With such a personage coming to Sharlayan to receive an education would surely have caused a stir, yet I recall nothing of the sort.
He consulted with the head of the studium beforehand, that his identity might remain secret. Being Mikote, he had no trouble blending in. He's adopted like me, you see.
Mikote?
One time, though, he almost let it slip to a professor. It was all he could do to parry the barrage of questions.
Having no shortage of questions myself, I can imagine.
Ask whatever you like. I don't mind. But I maintain, hunting together is the best way to get to know someone.
The researchers should be up ahead. Let's find them and learn what we can.
All right, potato chips are done. I'm done. I'm done assaulting your senses with me crunching. But I'm making some more later. We'll see.
The researchers should be just ahead.
Yeah, I only got a little bowl.
There. The building to the northeast.
I
So,
not move?
ordinarily harmless creatures have grown savage.
Don't know what's got them riled up, but I'll take down any that thinks to try me.
No, look, I will.
Right.
This is what I do for a living. I don't feel threatened. I'm just nonplussed.
Look! Someone's in trouble!
I'm a better tank than she is anyways.
Yeah.
I'm a better...
Taste my axe.
I'm a better warrior, dang it. Listen, I'm not threatened in the
Animals are
least.
usually so docile.
I bet you Wook doesn't even use bloodwetting. Oh, what's this? Oh, thank goodness you've come! I take it you're the one who answered our petition. Wait, aren't you? You are! Rislin, the adventurer saved our star! Would that our meeting was under better circumstances. I was conducting a routine inspection of the transporter here when I suddenly found myself surrounded. You'll find more of the same across the chasm. Once docile animals grow strangely aggressive. My colleagues there can tell you more. If you'll give me just a moment, I can finish checking our equipment.
You really are famous.
Why do I have,
And
like...
for good reason, as you'll soon see for yourself.
Listen, BB-10. I'm the warrior of light. That needs to be respected.
Quite an interesting contraption you've got here.
Is that our petitioner? Let's go and have a chat.
Adventurer, come to answer my petition, I presume. We're most fortunate to have one of your considerable skill here to aid us. A creature of unknown origins has been sighted on the island in recent days, and we believe its presence has affected the local fauna. The animals beyond this gate are the worst affected we've encountered thus far, though we dare not go back. Your task is to quell any threats you find, and search for traces of the beast responsible for all this. If you should find anything at all, we would be most grateful if you would share it with us. Yeah.
I'll handle this.
No! I will handle this, Wooks. Oh my god. This is gonna be a long expansion. Dang it.
Is that all?
Uh-huh.
Come on, let's pick up the creature's trail.
You find ravaged beast remains torn to shreds by sharp talons.
These claw marks. I've seen their like before.
Have you?
It's starting to feel like a proper hunt.
Ooh, tattered plumage. You find feathers that are scattered about the ground. There are signs of a fierce struggle.
Feathers. But did they belong to the predator or the prey?
Good question.
So, how do you prefer our prey? Roasted or raw?
I actually dead.
You presume it's even safe to eat?
Dead is definitely how I like it. Animal leavings. Oh my gosh. The cloying stench of fresh leavings assails your nostrils. Whatever beast left them is likely close by.
Still fresh. Whatever this beast, it cannot be far.
Oh, what is this? Thank you. cute animal, but it's definitely poopies.
Do you suppose they're upset we disturbed their home?
Yeah, maybe.
Who knows? If they're spoiling for a fight, they've got one.
Let's head back and report what we found.
Right.
Powerful wings and razor-sharp talons. Worthy prey. Ah! What is that thing? It speaks?
That thing ain't nothing. I killed things 5 times that size. See, look.
It's heading towards the falls.
Let an expert take care of
I'll
this.
stay with the researchers. The creature, I leave to you.
It's fine, Aaronville. You don't fight anything. I get
Come,
it.
Waklamat.
Right.
Yeah, if only.
Just so we're clear, I wasn't startled by the beast earlier. It caught me by surprise, that's all.
Forgive me, but I failed to see a difference.
I'm getting hungry. Let's be done with this so we can eat.
Good one, Graha.
Caught me by surprise! Caught me by surprise!
Think you're clever, huh? I'll rip off that beak and roast you on a spit! Talk all you like, bird. I'm going to have the last laugh.
I know.
I'm going to enjoy sinking my teeth into you. Ah, shut up already, you blasted bird!
It's no Calibri. What do you think it is? It's a giant Calibri. Oh, come on.
I've never seen such an enormous colibri.
Not good. Quickly, gather together.
Oof. That sucks. Oh, crap.
I've got you.
How did you get out of there and I didn't? Why don't I
was
have
too
that
close.
ability?
Steady now.
bleed. You know that, like, birds do that all the time. I am not. The plume. I like that one.
Spread out, everyone! Who paid for that?
Raha, you better start healing. Oh crap, I hate this. Man. I'm getting Graha out first.
Thank you.
Parrots are very smart, though. Ouch. Oh man, we gotta kill its wings.
That was hardly a tickle. Try this. Nothing to it.
Uh-huh.
We have you now, you loudmouth bastard!
Wakumot is cussing! You hear that, BB-10? She's cussing. Warrior Light doesn't cuss.
You have of it.
Yes, exactly. All in good sport.
And I had barely limbered up.
It was a terrible foe, but no match for your axe.
Only to be expected. You were pretty impressive yourselves. I was right to invite you on a hunt.
Uh-oh.
What a curious bird that was. Though we have similar in Tural, they don't grow so big or use such dirty tricks.
Dirty tricks? Dirty tricks?
Aye, dirty and despicable. Otherwise, I could have easily...
Leave this to me.
Ryle?
How about you?
I think she just kill stole. That's okay.
Cryle?
I am terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
She arrived as I was seeing the researchers to safety. It was all I could do to keep up with her after I explained what happened.
So this is what you meant by seeing to preparations?
After hearing of the contest, I thought how wonderful it would be to join you. In coming here, I wanted to demonstrate my skill at arms to Wuklamut. Alas, it seems I missed most of the action.
That was amazing! The piece didn't stand a chance!
I'm glad to have been of service.
May I ask what inspired this change?
You will recall the time you descended to the ethereal sea in search of Hydaelyn. Recognizing that my skills were inadequate, I chose to provide support from afar, rather than join you. It was the same when you set forth for Ultima Thule. How it pained me to stay behind, again and again. That's what inspired this change. Ever since the final days were averted, I've used every spare moment to hone my craft. As you all have adapted your methods to suit the circumstances, I started by considering how I might best contribute.
Hey, Jelly Boy.
And after much deliberation, I arrived at my answer. With the esoteric art passed down by the legendary Archon realm, Pictomancy. As I recall, you have embraced versatility to effectively complement a certain someone's style. What I do is much the same. Like you, I don't want to be left behind.
Aw, Kryle.
Indeed. I must say, you appear to be especially keen on being involved in the ritual of succession. Is there any particular reason?
I love
Yes,
Kryle.
there is. This letter from Tuli Yolal. It was addressed to my grandfather Galuf and turned up among the students' archives. The ink was faded, so I couldn't fully make out the sender's name. Galul, someone.
Jaja. Gulul Jaja. That's my father, the Dawn servant. What does the letter say?
While much of it isn't legible, it appears to be a request to investigate the Golden City.
A request to investigate the Golden City? From the Dawn Servant himself?
Well, well. Seems it may be more than a rumor after all.
Being a member of the royal family, it was my hope that you could confirm the authenticity of this letter.
I can say for a fact that my father didn't write this. Given how culturally diverse Tuliyollal is, it was decided some time ago that a common language was needed. But instead of elevating an existing tongue and its speakers above all others, we looked to those widely spoken overseas and created an altogether new one. The similarities to your common tongue also make it quite easy to communicate in these situations, no? This letter, however, is entirely in Eorzean. If Father had written this, it would have been in Turali. What's more, it bears a wax seal. We don't bother with them.
So the letter is fraudulent, then?
Oh, I didn't mean to say that. My father's signature is genuine, as far as I can tell, so perhaps he simply dictated it.
I see. Oh, thank you for the confirmation. It seems my grandfather indeed had dealings with Tuli Yolal. I can't help but be curious as to what exactly he was doing there. In order to help us decide on a course of action, would you mind if I asked you some questions about your home?
By all means. After all, learning about one another was the purpose of this hunt. We can talk while feasting on this fellow. I, for one, am starving.
We're eating that.
I don't know, might be good. With the wildlife pacified and the researchers safe, our task is complete. That just leaves the matter of the Calibri meat. For better or for worse, there's really not only one place we can take it to here in Charlian, the last stand. Come, let us see what Deacon can cook up for us. It is a big chimkin. A very big chimkin. Oh, so he's running. Well now, there's a famished face if I've ever seen one. What can I do for you? What can I get you, Rislin? Oh ho! Bird meat from the hunt, you say? Leave it to me. I have just the recipe. It's a new dish I recently learned from some sailors, and for you, lad, it's on the house. Have as much as you like, you hear? I would eat that rotisserie chimkin.
Come, come. Let's enjoy the bounty of our first outing together. I'd heard that Charlian cuisine was terrible, but this is fantastic.
What is this? Oh, it smells spicy.
Oh, come now. Since when did you become so soft? It's not like we don't have spicy food in Tural, too.
According to Dickon, intensely hot dishes have become popular in Razadhan after a traveler ordered a curry with several times the usual amount of spice.
Oh, that was me.
So
Sorry.
he started offering the same in order to please the growing Harnish population here in Charlian.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's nothing. I can't handle.
Your boorish manners reflect poorly on the both of us. I wish you would consider your station.
I swear, sometimes it feels like you open your mouth only to criticize.
Pretty much. That's Aaronville for you.
Would I be correct in assuming you've known each other for a long time?
Aye, thick as thieves since we were little.
I beg to differ. She is a long-standing acquaintance. Nothing more.
I see. I see.
All this time you were from Tural. Oh, would that I had known sooner. There's so much I'd like to ask.
You and everyone else. I've kept it quiet so as to avoid the endless interrogations.
Well, if he's going to be a miser, I'll be happy to tell you about our homeland instead. Since ancient times, many peoples have called Tural home, and they've been fighting each other for nearly as long. The fighting finally stopped some 80 years ago, when the reigning Dawn Servant unified the disparate communities and founded a new nation.
And that's how Tuliolal came to be.
Since then, we've enjoyed an era of uninterrupted peace. But my father is getting old, and he wishes to relinquish the throne to a worthy successor. One who can preserve his legacy. Including myself, there are 4 claimants to the throne. But while we all have the right to participate, one among us cannot be allowed to rule.
A man who is too ambitious by half. Word of the Garlean Empire's collapse has reached Tural. While most are simply relieved, he sees weakness to exploit and would lead our armies across the seas on a campaign of conquest.
After everything my father has done to give us peace, he would drag us back into war. I can't allow it. No matter what, I must win this contest.
Well, we'll see.
I understand your reasons. But this being an event that will dictate the course of your nation's future, is it appropriate for outsiders like us to be involved?
Oh, it's more than appropriate. The Dawn Servant himself expressly encourages it. The ruler of Tural must navigate the intricacies of myriad cultures, and there's no better way to prove oneself qualified to do so than to work with foreign allies. That's why I sought you out. Through our hunt, I've confirmed that you're a warrior of considerable skill, but more importantly, one of good character as well.
Really? We've only known each other
And
for like
so
half
I
a day.
ask you, will you lend me your strength and help me win the throne of Tulihualal? You don't need to decide right this moment. But I will need you if I'm to triumph over the competition. I'll stay here as long as I can while waiting for your answer.
In that case, allow us to prepare a room for you at the Baldessian Annex.
That's very kind of you. Oh, and one more thing. Once we finish eating, would you mind if I took the rest of the meat?
Fine. Alright. Whether Wolf Lamarck has the makings of a ruler, I couldn't say, but I do know that she deeply cares for her nation and her people. Whether you choose to help her, though, is for you and you alone to decide. Think on it well. Now then, It's past time I reported our mission success to the guild ship. I would have done so sooner, except Her Highness needed to have our royal meal. I shall come by the annex later. Till then. It is snow. It is snows. Well, I dare say we now have a fair grasp of Lamad's situation. Still, you've been afforded time to consider her inventation. Why not use it to learn more about Tural? Numenon is bound to have some information on the continent. Just the thought of burying myself in books is making me feel sleepy. We're talking about mysterious lands and unknown wonders here. I'm confident we'll find reports so thrilling as to drive any thoughts of napping from your mind. Come, my friend. Let us be off to the archives. I gotta go clean my... I gotta clean my desk. And now that it's snowing, I gotta go put on my, my Snuggie. Hold on. Speaking of Snuggies, I gave a bunch of them to my family, to the nibblings for Christmas. And I think they were a hit. They were a hit. They're getting snugged. Oh man, my one niece, my eldest niece, she's always bored, and she was like, because they had ended up putting them all into the car, packed up a bunch of stuff into the car before everybody went to bed, and she's like, "Where are they? I'm freezing. I want to put one on." So she did and slept in it. Okay. Time to do boring stuffs. Boring stuffs. So what we'll do, because then we're going to get into Dawn Trail, we'll head over to Tural. And then you guys, we'll explore Tuliolo a little bit, and then I'll probably call it, because I don't want to be up too late tonight, because I didn't sleep well last night, and I need a good night's rest for work tomorrow. Why do you say that? Because it's going to get colder? Oh, man. No. I don't want it cold. Well, it's a good thing I got my Snuggie. Although I really do need to wash this one, so I might wash it this week. But I have my other one I can I can wear. No, come on, let me see. Let's see. Weather.com. Let's see. Sunday. Okay, so Tuesday night it's gonna be 5 degrees. But next Monday, not this Monday, but the following Monday is gonna be -1. Oy. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. 5 in real temperatures. In real digits, not the imaginary ones. Principles of blue magic and spell acquisition. The origins of blue magic can be traced back to the esoteric practices of the Awalaki a tribe in the distant continent of Tural. The tribe holds nature in the highest, and in seeking to cultivate a spiritual connection with it, they have learned to harness the power of the wildlife around them. In exchange for teaching them the common tongue, I was permitted to live among them and train in their ways. Those days were some of the most grueling I remember, but they were tremendously rewarding. For instance, I had the privilege of visiting Lapis Canyon, the tribe's sacred grounds, which is so named for the cerulean deposit that wells up to the surface, turning the entire canyon a brilliant blue. Under a shaman's watchful eye, I finally managed to master the Wallachi's art and make the animal's powers my own. As no name existed for it in the common tongue, I took the liberty of naming it Blue Magic. The reason I chose this color, as you will have doubtless gleaned, is for the significance it holds to the Wallachi. I cannot think of a name more fitting to honor the people from whom this noble magic was born. I'm already falling asleep. Yeah, hopefully you're not anywhere close to that. It's pretty scary. Right now, it's 25. It's just regular. Okay, good. Even though I know, like, you could be miles and miles away in the air quality because of the smoke travels. Ugh. I remember when they were all those forest fires up in Canada, we were getting, like, bad air days down here. And from all those fires. It's crazy. Lines in the Sand, the geopolitics of Heidelin. Let us begin by comparing the geographical characteristics of the great continents in Tural. The former stretches from east to west and lies entirely within the northern hemisphere. In contrast, the latter extends to the far reaches of both northern and southern hemispheres, and a difference immediately presents itself in the form of climate variance. Shifts in climate tend to be gentler when moving east and west, but harsher when moving north and south. Owing to this fact, longitudinal migration is far more common in history, whether it be by men, animals, or plants. A case in point is the Allegans, who rose to power in Aldenard before advancing east into Ilsebard. Their movement would be mirrored thousands of years later by the Garleans. Meanwhile, although the disparate tribes of Tural waged war with one another for generations, stymied by the climate, none could make any great headway north or south. Tribes hailing from frozen lands withered beneath the desert sun, while those that thrived in open plains could not pierce dense jungle. Such was the way of it, until the leader of the Mamulja succeeded in bringing the continent under one banner. Given the land's divided history and the reason thereof, one cannot help but be in awe of this feat. Truly, it is a testament to the autarch's greatness. That sucks. Throwing out the food is. Not whatever I just read, which is kind of boring, but still. Maybe 10 just wants to put me asleep. I get it now. I get it. Wait, maybe you're helping me relax or get bored so I can sleep all the night. I got it. The flora and fauna of Tural. Every land has given rise to unique wildlife, and the continent of Tural is no exception. Yet while some of her creatures have become a familiar sight in Eorzea, many and more exist that are rarely seen this side of the Indigo Deep. This tome introduced a select variety of species as described in the testimonies of sailors and adventurers. Alpaca. Accustomed to Tural's craggy mountain ranges, this four-legged beastkin has been domesticated for seemingly hundreds, if not thousands of years. Their soft, white fleece is highly prized by weavers, while their strong legs and sure-footedness make them capable beasts of burden. Wyver. This ferocious scalekin is native to the dense jungles of Tural. The Mamulja have succeeded in taming them and utilize their prodigious strength for manual labor. Given their immense size and power, it should come as no surprise that the wyver is also employed as a siege beast. Enemy fortifications cannot long withstand this horned brute's rampage. Veligamanda. Turali folklore holds that this bird-like creature is the mightiest of beasts, and the very embodiment of nature's power. Whether it exists beyond myth, however, is uncertain. I do. I do, but I can't pull it out here because I can't mount in Charlian. But I'll show you eventually. Eorzean cuisine, a history. It is impossible to adequately discuss Eorzean cuisine without speaking of that land from which many of our modern-day staples hail, the far western continent of Tural. Ogre pumpkins, ruby tomatoes, even the ubiquitous potato. These crops and more that regularly grace Eorzean dining tables trace their origins to the New World, as the place is known to most. The tale of this culinary immigration begins in the year 1498 of the 6th Astral Era, when a Liminson sailor named Keterum successfully traversed the Indigo Deep to arrive at the theretofore unknown continent. Keterum spent several moons exploring inland, in the course of which he encountered the denizens of the sprawling nation of Mamulja. He was even granted an audience with their supreme ruler, whose confidence he won along with permission to roam freely. Keterum would return to Tural several times, but during his first expedition, he charted the land and gathered myriad root vegetables and seeds to bring back to Limsa Laminsa. The most notable of these was the popoto, whose ease of cultivation and nutritional value saw it quickly spread to all corners of Eorzea. Produce was far from the only bounty of Ketenrum's expeditions to Tural. Many tantalizing recipes, such as the bean-filled burrito, and gripping legends, such as that of the Golden City, reached our shores by way of his ship. To those outside of Ketenrum's circle, Tural largely remains shrouded in mystery, yet its influence on our cuisine cannot be overstated. Many scholars, myself included, would relish the chance to immerse themselves in the culinary culture of that faraway continent. Having perused a wide selection of books relating to Tural, you are somewhat better informed about your potential destination. Graha Tia will be eager to know what you have discovered. Should you wish to read these books again, speak with the reference page. I will not be reading these again. Ever again. I didn't open a cherry Beppis. I don't know, maybe Chosman did. Boy, man, I am sore from sleeping in that bed. Oh my god. Bean burritos, though. Man, a bean burrito sounds pretty good. I'm not even gonna lie. I would eat a bean burrito right now. Okay, anyways. No, not with Sweet Baby Ray's. That sounds gross. Come on. Scoured the library to your satisfaction, have you? Excellent. Well, there are a few books wholly dedicated to the subject of Tural. I dare say you found tidbits of useful information scattered here and there. But come, let's continue this outside. The mammoths do not take kindly to chatter. That does sound pretty good. Now then, I'm quite keen to hear your honest impressions. Couldn't help but notice that we read the very same book on cuisine. I was pleasantly surprised to find references to Tural within. Among them, did anything in particular pique your interest? Well, I'd rather taken with the tale of Ketenrum. Popotos. I have a newfound appreciation for them. Yeah, I think those. As have I. Despite having just enjoyed a hearty meal, I found myself craving popotos. As they keep well, they were a boon to sailors, and it was that same property that allowed them to survive the voyage to Eorzea. The book also mentioned a method of preservation which sees popotos repeatedly frozen and dried. The resultant product was apparently used in a stew by people in mountainous regions. I'd actually like to sample that dish one day. That and all the unique cuisines of that vast continent. But moving on, did you perchance learn aught about the fauna of Tural? Given your adventuring background, I expect the topic would interest you. Well, alpacas. No, I'm not going to eat Kryle. Yes, the alpaca. In addition to serving as beasts of burden, they provide clothing for people by way of their lush fleece. They are especially prized by mountain tribes who hold certain rare specimens sacred. I thought I heard a familiar voices. Fancy running into the two of you here. Well, well. Have some research of your own, do you? Hi. We hope to arm ourselves with knowledge that may benefit the Garlean people. Having forged a new trade agreement with Razahan, they will next look to foster relations with other nations. This includes former imperial provinces. In view of this, we hope to find hints in history on how neighbors of differing races and ideologies might engage with one another. And what are the two of you? What endeavor brings you here this day? No, he would not eat Kryle. Kryle is a national treasure, I tell you. A nation composed of the disparate peoples of Tural. I dare say this is precisely the kind of example we seek. We do well to read up on Tuliolal ourselves. The contest? Is Rizlan the only one allowed to help with Lamont? Oh, there was no mention of such restrictions as I recall. On the contrary, Wuklamat gave us the impression that she could have several champions. I think I know how to make the most of our respite. Follow me, Alphino. We have a planning to do. At least say wait! Would seem our plans have changed. You'll excuse me. They never could rest on their laurels. Come, let us return to the annex. I know he likes eating papotos. Like vegetable papotos. Joy's like, this is the best sleep I've ever had. The best. Yeah, he is so happy. He's doing so much better right now. He's been sleeping all night. Alright, I'll send you a pic in a little bit. After I get this quest line done.
Oh, it's just... Despite all that we've learned, I can't help but feel we've yet to hear the whole story.
I agree.
What about you, my friend? Are you inclined to accept or refuse Wuklamat's request?
I'd rather not get involved in politics, not gonna lie.
If only others had the same good sense. If the prospect troubles you, sir, why not consider what you stand to gain instead? That is an exciting journey to a faraway continent. In the course of seeing new lands and meeting new people, you might find yourself moved to help Wuklamat after all. And if not, well, you quietly take your leave.
If only I could.
A brazen plan, perhaps, but one that befits a veteran adventurer, you must agree. Such a journey would be the envy of many a scholar. Distant as it is, Tural remains largely unknown to us, with only meager records to be found in Numenon. The experiences to be had, all the things you might hear, feel, and think. It's enough to stir me to the core. Life is a series of journeys, my friend, and there's no telling what awaits us on the long road. But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another. Ah, but there's an idea. I have a matter to attend to at the Agora. Please, go on inside. I will join you shortly.
Thancred doing? And yes, he is the happiest vampire kitty. He is very happy. Aww. Aww. Leia looks so tired. Alright, that's enough. Chewie, you got your paw right up. How am I supposed to read this screen? Look at this. You don't want me. You don't want me to play. On. There. Okay, he's Alright, so let's... Is this quest almost done? Welcome back, Rizlet. If you're looking for Wuklamat, she's currently with the others in her chambers. If you like, I could go and fetch them for you. Alright, fine. Understood. Please wait in the main hall.
You have the look of someone who's made up their mind. Go on, then. Let's hear it.
Well, I've never been one to turn down an adventure. I'll do it. Kryle is the best. Don't talk about her funny walk.
Excellent. You'll be compensated for your troubles, of course. But I dare say your time in Tural will be its own reward.
Compensation, did you say? I better be handsomely compensated.
You're not planning to leave without us, are you? no, Alice! What are you two doing here?
We happened to cross paths at Numenon earlier, you see, and I told them about Wuklemat. And when we fortuitously met again at the Agora just now, they expressed an interest in meeting our visitor.
Ah, you must be the twins who are sneaking after Erenville as toads.
100 things about us you could have told her, and you chose that!
First impressions last.
"'Tis an honor and a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Your Highness. Alphino Leveilleur at your service, and this is my sister Alize."
Oh no, let's not do that. I really can't stand titles. So, you want to participate in the contest too, is that right?
Indeed we do. We've been assisting with the rebuilding effort in Garlemald. Yet while progress is being made, the question remains of how the nation might reconcile with its neighbors. We believe there is much we might learn from Tuliolal, a nation founded on unity. And in return for this honor, we would spare no effort in supporting your claim.
The more the merrier, I say. And I'd be keen to learn about Eorzea and Garlemald from you as well.
She definitely
Having recruited so many committed and capable allies, I presume you have no need for my continued assistance?
Nonsense! Like I told you before, you're indispensable. They're strong, aye, but strangers to our land. They need someone to guide them, to point out the dangers, and spare them grisly deaths. I can't think of anyone better suited to that task than you. What's more, despite your assertions, I know you haven't given up on the City of Gold.
As I recall, Kryl, you were the first to state your desire to visit Tural.
Perhaps I was. Still, I can't help but worry about being away just when our order is beginning to find its feet again.
You have nothing to worry about. I haven't forgotten how you held the fort while I set off to explore Alzadal's legacy. It's only fair that I return the favor. Pray, leave the students to Ojika and me.
But, Raha...
You want to retrace your grandfather's steps, don't you? This is a rare opportunity, and I insist that you seize it.
Thank you, Raha. Thank you.
Well, looks like it's settled. I'm counting on you all to help me win the throne.
Now she is happiest, yes.
I suppose now is a good time to show you what I spent a small fortune on at the Agora. There. This, my friends, is the latest map of the world, created to celebrate our friendship with the Loperids. Cast your eyes west of Sharlayan, for there it lies. The site of your next great adventure, Tural.
Yes, west of Charlatan. And credits. We're just gonna get... Didn't we get credits before? I think at the end of 6.0. Oh, hi, Chewie. You looking at mommy? Hi, baby. You happy now? Yeah. Well, a little bit. Toral is pretty much modeled off of South America. Come on, boo boo. He is so happy now. He was so miserable with that. Well, he was in pain, but also he had the cone on, and you know the cone, they don't like it. Even though he was pretty good with it on, but then he was on me all the time. He just wanted attention. I did leave him with the cone on. He was fine. He didn't break anything, or... He was fine. I mean, it's not his favorite thing in the world, but he's worn it so many times that it's almost like, oh, we're doing this again. Fine, if I have to. Right, Chili? Stop. A little bit. You just staring at me like, Chewie. He's like, Mommy, I can't wait until we go to bed. I'm only listening to this because I like the song. I'm only listening to the credits. Come on, choose. It's not Elsa. That's Bana. Oh, there's your friend. There's. Yes. Chewie, fur now. He's so happy. Oh, he thinks he's my friend. He's my friend. This song is so much better than Dawn Trail's main theme. Oh, I cannot stand that theme. What was it called? Smile, I think? I don't know. Soon. I sing Chewie his name all the time. When I don't know the lyrics, I just sing his name to the melody. And it happens a lot because I listen to a lot of Japanese songs. Oh, here we go. Go Bill Vradzat Hand. I don't know if we're gonna get another mega duty though. I would like just hit escape out of this, but Chewie's like sitting on top of me right now. He's in a good mood. Alright, well you guys finish listening to Vradzat Hand music and I'm gonna go get him a treat so he can get off of me. Alright, you want a treat? Chewie, you want treat? Oh yeah, you do. Okay, I'll be right back. Come on. Come on, boo-boo. Let's go get you a treat. Come on. Oh, speaking of treats, yes, I am gonna make myself. I'm getting a snack.
What? Again?
This is it. No more after this. Yeah. Oh my god. So we're talking about bean burritos. But I don't have a bean burrito, but I had some refried fried beans left over from Mexicans we ate last week. I think Friday. So I said, well, I'll just warm them up and then have them with some chips. With some tortilla chips. Mm-hmm. Ha! Ha! Woo! Oh, cool. You have to let us know if it's good. Yeah, I do that too. Otherwise, I'm not going to sleep in the night. Right, that's enough of that. Beans are great. I'm just saying. Alright. Alright. Oh, shush. That's only if you don't eat beans regularly. If you eat them regularly, you shouldn't have the fartings. Alright, so. Must you wonder about your passage to Terrell? Aaronville will arrange a ship through his guild. You need only worry about your own preparations. Speaking of which, please take this with you, a rugged and ready knapsack. May it serve you well on your coming adventures. Now, I'm not sure when the departure will be, but rest assured, I'll let you know when I hear something. Till then, please take your ease. Exactly! Beans are very good for you. They're super healthy. Uh-oh.
When does the next ship set sail?
May I ask your destination?
The north and east, I've already seen. I suppose I'll head west this time.
West, you say?
Well, Estinian's going there too. No! Shush your butt! Oh, meanwhile an old Charlian.
I see you've made up your mind. I had a feeling you'd be keen.
But to think that our comrades too are thither bound. Fate doth work in mysterious ways.
Indeed. It will be a grueling task, having to contend with them.
If the prospect doth trouble thee, 'tis not too late to decline the petition. Though thine expression would suggest thou art far from perturbed.
Oh, how could I possibly be, knowing what's to come?
Then let us delay no further and secure passage on a vessel.
Aye. This will be a mission to remember. Come, my friend. We make for Taral.
They are rivals, yes. That's what I'm saying.
Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty? Or the treasure islands beyond the frozen waters of Blind Frost in Offerd's north? The fabled golden cities of the New World?
What do you mean, garlic war guy? Weigh anchor now, the tide is high, and dawn of new adventure nigh. Row forth to break horizon's bond and tread the gilded path beyond.